Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. What do we do?
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be Giudice.
Now, here's Wendy.
Welcome to our show. Thank you for watching. Yeah, my co-host, my studio audience. How you doing? Great, because it's Monday, and that means all hot topics all hour long. Come on. Oh. So, the Housewives of Jersey had their final episode of the season last night? No, that wasn't it?
Not yet.
Okay, well, it was the final episode of Joe for the season. Okay, well. Joe has been in prison already. Remember, this is already taped. So Joe has been in prison for 209 days. He's down in South Jersey. Good morning, inmates. Good morning, Apollo. Good morning, Joe. How you doing? He's sentenced to 41 months. And so, you know, it was, okay, I must admit to you that I did not watch it in totality because at the same time that I'm trying to watch them, I got caught up in Basketball Wives. And they were all kind of fighting and stuff. But, you know, they're sitting at the fire pit right here, Joe and Teresa, and they're talking about, you know, their love for one another. And you know what was really sad, you all? It didn't make me cry because they committed these crimes on their own, so I can't feel bad for them. In that, I feel bad for the girls, but I don't feel bad for Joe and Teresa. But there was one point when Joe said, well, you know, she said, I haven't been away from you, you know, for all the years we've been together. And so he said, well, you were just away. And so I laughed at that too, in for 18 months. And then in the same conversation, she said something and he was like, well, you know, you served your time, you know, for the crime and not the crime, he didn't use that word, you know, God forbid they face the truth. You know, but you know, you served yours, so now I have to serve mine. Joe, she served for you. Okay. In my mind, Teresa knew only a bit of what was going on. I mean, she knew something wasn't right, you know, funny money and whatnot, but anyway, last night's episode, take a look.
In 16 years, hon, I've never been away from you.
You just were.
No, but I mean, it's like I'm home with the kid. I don't know, I just feel like now I'm gonna see what you went through and I think it's gonna be harder.
You know what, babe? Whatever mistakes we made, you paid your debt. I'm ready to pay my debt, and I'll be fine. As long as you mind your business, be humble, do what you have to do, nobody's gonna bother you. You either learn two things in there. You either learn how to become a criminal or a better person. So I'm gonna try to become a better person.
You are.
That was sad. And when he said, as long as you mind your business, does that mean as long as you don't mess around with other men? Well, now listen. Okay. Anyway, we saw them leaving the house together and as he headed off to prison. And the sad part was one of the daughters up in the window crying. And I cried along with her, only because I'm saying, my drapery is so intricate. Why are you touching it? What if it falls down? No, look, 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 look. Right? Those weren't curtains. That was a window treatment. That was drapery. Bought off your backs. Which is, I guess, why they're doing the time. Anyway, they also showed this photo or this video of them dancing together at her Sweet 16. Now, if you haven't cried yet, you'll cry here. Roll it. Look at him go. Look at Joe. And look at her. Okay. When you realize people have known each other for that long and you've got the receipts, doesn't it kind of like tug at your heart? Like, I'm rooting, you know. I really hope he doesn't get deported. After seeing that, that kind of made me have my decision, you know? I don't want him to get deported. I want him to stay here. I want him to get out of prison. He's already down 30 pounds, they say. And I want he and Teresa to stay together. Teresa, whatever you do during those 41 months, that's your business, girl. Okay. So meanwhile, at the Basketball Wives, because I'm trapped now, all right? The thing about Basketball Wives that I hate myself for watching for is that there's a grown woman, Tammy, running down the street in Portugal, chasing after Bunny, Duffy. Oh, you watch too? Okay, girl. Chasing after Duffy. And in the meantime, Shawnee O'Neal is producing it and she's back on the show. Shawnee, you are an O'Neal, for God's sakes. Why are you dealing with this mess? Anyway, just messy. And we're even worse because we watch. Okay, so the word in the streets is that Jennifer Lopez was cheated on again by Casper Smart, and that's why they've broken up. Well, this is the second time they've broken up that we know of, and the second time he's cheated on her, and People magazine is talking. Now, you know when People talks, we listen. You know, People doesn't play. All right, so this is from People magazine, and they're reporting that apparently he cheated on her 2 years ago, and Jennifer gave him one more chance. Well, he used up that chance because she caught him cheating again and immediately dismissed him. Well, not that I think that Jennifer's an innocent. But in this relationship, she who controls the purse strings controls which way the relationship goes. And anyway, you know what? Here's the thing about him cheating, and we didn't hear about it, but there were like grumblings of things. He might have cheated on her then in like a disrespectful way. Not that cheating is right, but when you cheat with somebody, Casper, who, just say this chick or whatever, you of all people, how dare you? How dare you? Anyway, imagine if you're Jennifer Lopez and ding dong, and it's some random chick at the door talking about, you know, I slept with Casper, he's mine. Here's his underwear from last night to prove it, or whatever. You know, listen. If they're over, they're over. If they're not, they're not. All I know is, Jen, you don't make yourself look so innocent, not that you should be. Once you caught your man cheating, all bets are off, even if you do stay with him. Jennifer and her ex-husband, Mark Anthony, I told you last week that they are in the studio together working on her Spanish album. Well, she posted a video of them playing around on Snapchat. Just take a look. Take a look, and then we'll discuss. I think there's, yeah.
Hello. Hi. How's everything? You're making history as usual. Again?
cameraman just showed a woman in the audience with baby hair for life. Did you see it? All right, you'll see it on the rollback. Anyway, look, if I was his wife, I'd be like, okay, you're allowed to be in the studio with her, I get it. But that little mousy Snapchat thing, like how cozy are you all? And don't tell me it's 4 o'clock in the morning and so you're feeling punchy, like you wanna have fun and things, right? Too much fun. Too much fun. Not with the big eyes and the cute voice. No, you won't post that. No, you won't, Mark and Jennifer, because you're making us all wanting to investigate more here at the Bureau. What is going on? Cut it out. Let's move along. You ever rip your ear hole open? Clap if you have. One girl over there, why are you embarrassed? Like, you don't come here to be embarrassed. Okay, so you have. Mine is like on the last dangulation. Like, honestly, the only place I wear dangly earrings is here on the show. I don't wear hoops, even though I love a hoop. Don't you love a hoop? I love a hoop. But in person, like I always have an earring in, but they're always studs, because my holes on account of that Janet Jackson key. Do you remember when she wore the key? But I didn't come from money, so I didn't have like a little dainty, real gold key that was light and supposed to be worn in your ear. I used the real backdoor key from our house. And so my whole, no, Rambo, I'm not showing you because I don't want people to throw up their breakfast. Look, but my hole can say, how you doing? It's got its own zip code. It's like I could probably put the tip of my pinky in, but it's not all the way split, you see. Now, Beyonce, on the other hand, this girl, you've got to give it up for Beyonce. I mean, isn't that braid pretty? It's all her hair. She was in concert on Saturday night, and she was whipping her braid, right? And her braid hit her earring, and the braid ripped the earring out of the ear, and she's in the middle of singing, and she reaches up, and she sees the blood, and keeps singing. Because that's what you do. Yeah. Now what does she do? Does she just move her earrings up to higher holes? You know what I mean? Like move them up to higher holes, or do you fix that one? Like all I know is that between falling down the steps and then getting right up, remember that video? I showed it to you, but it's way too expensive. I don't feel like paying for it. Oh, please. Christmas is coming. We've got to think about staff parties. We got to decorate for Halloween around here. We got Thanksgiving. We got bonuses to give away. That video was way too expensive, but I can describe it to you. So Beyonce is, singing at the top of the steps, and she's sauntering down ever so slowly. And all the steps are lit. And when I say steps, I mean a staircase, okay? And then she trips and falls at least 3/4 of the way down. And honey, she got up in those heels and kept the show going. Yeah. The video was at least the price of a pair of Manolos, so I would rather have a new pair of shoes, so therefore I hoped you liked the description. I'm sure it's someplace on YouTube, but don't look it up until after our show goes off, okay? Thank you. So, over the weekend, I heard that Lindsay Lohan is trying to be a business mogul. I know, poor thing. Well, she opened her very first Lohan nightclub in Greece. And that's what she wore. Look at the club is packed. There's circus acts and robots on the stage and people pumping their fists. I think it's a great idea. I mean, what else is she going to do? We know Lindsay for partying and having a good time. So it would seem to me that a stream of these low-end nightclubs might be worth it for her. Certainly the acting jobs have dried up because along with acting, the people who want you to act, they also take out a little insurance on you, and she's virtually uninsurable, I guess, at this particular point based on her reputation. What is she going to do? So she's loaned her name to a billionaire, and it's his money that's opening these clubs. So that's a nice paycheck. She gets a little something, something. She gets to be in her environment, which is, around the booze and the boys. She also says that some of the proceeds from her nightclub venture will go to Syrian refugees. You see, she's been spending a lot of time doing for lack of better, like the Angelina Jolie thing. She's become quite a humanitarian. I mean, you can laugh at that. I laughed at it when I first heard it, but there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with this picture is what mom lets their infant get that close to somebody who could possibly be going right now. But maybe over there they don't realize exactly what she's been up to like we do over here. Over here, we know exactly who she is. But over in Greece and maybe around the world, she's able to play it off like, oh, I'm Lindsay, I'm just a girl from Long Island. Well, good for you, Lindsay. I certainly wouldn't mind fist pumping at low-end nightclub as long as they aren't playing EDM music. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. So, the weekend assigned reading went to Norman, who is up to chapter 3 of Toya Wright's book. Toya Wright, is Lil Wayne's baby's mother and ex-wife. And I told you what was in chapter 1 last week. Do you recall? We're like reading together. Like Norman's reading for us, and then I'm telling you what's good. This stinking show. Okay, so he's up to chapter 3. And in chapter 3 of the book, Toya reveals a text message that Wayne sent to her after they divorced. Now, mind you, at the time all right, well, look, I have my theory, so you all just get into this text message. I want you to know that no matter what woman or relationship I involve myself with, I look for you or a piece of you inside of that woman. My definition of the perfect woman is you. Perfect mother, perfect friend, and love. Not all. No, not all. Not all. He sent it to her after he and Toya divorced, but while she's married to her new husband, Memphis. In other words, one of those, if I can't have you, then I'm gonna at least screw you up so the next man thinks I still, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Toya, I'm not reading anything into this, so I asked Norman to skip chapter 4, because so far, the book is, okay, what did we discover in chapter 1?
Tamar.
Oh, right, that she and Tamar are no longer friends. Well, that was a juicy one. Okay, so now you can skip over chapter 2, everybody. And now skip over chapter 3. He was probably drunk at 4 a.m. when he sent the text anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust that text as far as I can throw it. Wayne, I don't know you, but Toya, I've lived long enough to know a little something about men. And I would not believe that was a genuine text if my life depended on it. No. One of the things that me and my family enjoy doing over the weekends, we always have the Good Times Marathon on. You know, good times is always on. You know, I always have a TV with the Golden Girls on. Okay? No matter what, no matter what. You know, even if you're just folding clothes and you hear them laughing from the other room. And I always have a TV on with Martin on. Yeah. And, you know, I was very sad to hear about Tommy Ford passing away last week. You know, shout out to his family. I'm sorry I didn't get to this earlier. You know, Tommy was only 52 years old. And, you know, just, you know, rest in peace, Tommy Ford. Rest in peace, Tommy Ford. Yeah. So, Bethany Frankel posted a throwback photo that has people talking. It's our hot shot of the day. It's a good one too, Bethany. It's our hot shot of the day. Hit it. Okay. Now everybody calm down. Suzanne.
Yeah?
This is the...
What's happening?
This is the Miss Long Island pageant from back in the day.
Oh.
And that's Halle Berry.
Oh!
Yeah. And Bethany.
Bethany didn't win, right? Did she win?
Well, yeah, she started the Housewives with $6 in her pockets.
Oh,
Now she's very...
yeah!
She wins. Come on. No, she didn't win. Apparently, Halle Berry won, and so she won too.
Yeah!
So... Anyway, keep clapping it up, everybody. We've got more fabulous show for you today. Our friend Jordy Lippy McGraw is here, and she's got the inside scoop on the latest drama going on with Jim Carrey. You do want to grab your snack, and please, come on back. How you doing? We've got lots more great videos for you. Just press here to watch the latest juicy hot topics. Press here for celebrity interviews. Go behind the scenes with our after show, or simply subscribe and get them all. I love you for watching.